guys, I'm Max, welcome back to my channel. So before we go into the actual collection, I just wanted to remind you that if you want, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Max Piga. It's difficult to pronounce, kind of, but I mean, it's my name. So if you want to follow me there, I will really appreciate that. And I don't know, if you want to message me or whatever, you can like tell me, hey, I just discovered you, I just found you, or just I hate you. No, don't tell me that, because I will get very sad and depressed about it. If it's positive things. The main reason why I'm making this video is because of Stan Lee. So I wanted to make a video like of the Marvel collection for a very long time, but since Stan passed, I was like, no, I just have to do it because it changes so many lives, and mine was one that was really affected because like when I moved, I used to read a lot of comics, like a lot of comics, and I do it now too, but when I moved and I was away from home, away from my friends for the very first time, I was kind of depressed, honestly, I'm not going to lie, so it was very difficult. So I kind of went into that world to kind of get transported into another world, and without Mr. Stan Lee, that would have been impossible. Because okay, you can read a normal book, and I used to do that too, but with a comic it's really different, and also you can watch a lot of Marvel movies, and it was really entertaining. So I just love him so much. So with this being said, now let's really go into the collection. Also, I'm not going to bring everything here where I'm sitting, we're just going to move around the room because it's literally too uncomfortable just to take everything out. It's just too much because it will look like shit, honestly. It's not going to look good if I do that. And with this being said, let's go. So we're going to start with the Funko Pops. We have Iron Man, that of course is my fave. You're going to see a lot of Iron Man things. He is bubble-headed. He is Iron Man Mark 43 if you want to get him. He's like probably one of my favorite pops because the details and just the bubbling head, it's really cool. And then on Marvel, I do have Sartor, which is like such a cool pop because he's very tall, and Marvel really does that like bubble head Funko Pop thing, and I really love it. It's like, of course, Sartor is not one of my favorite characters, but it looks so cool, so I had to get him. Then moving here, we have some childhood things that I found. We have a mini Captain America, another Captain America, and then a Daredevil. This is really cool, and these two are actually from my childhood. Like seriously, I used to play with this a lot, and this is kinda new, but the Daredevil one, but I still love them so much. And then going down, we do have another Iron Man. It's like a squishy thing, kinda, but it's really cool. And then again, going down, we have a bunch of Hulks, and yeah, you can see him, it's very tall. This is again a childhood toy that I used to play a lot with. We have two more Hulks. I used to play a lot with these two. I know it's boring, but Hulk was my favorite superhero growing up. So you have a lot of these. I don't know, what is this kid doing? I think this was like for a pen. Like you can put a pen here. Going down, we have two Spider-Mans. This one is from when I was a kid again, and this one was given to me by my cousin. It's a bit messed up. I still have to like get this dude fixed, but yeah, also this is not dirty, this is like ruined, but whatever. So let's go into the next section. Okay, so here we have another part of my obsession for Iron Man. Here we have this Iron Man that is really cool, and honestly I paid this like $3. 3 euros because I'm in Europe, but it was super expensive, super cheap, sorry. So definitely a deal. And then we have this one that I keep in the box because it's just so cool and I don't want it to get like ruined. But yeah, this is from an Italian collection that they did like 2 years ago or something like that. And yeah, it's really cool. It has a lot of details. See the face, it literally looks like Robert Downey Jr. It's insane. Okay, next I have this Spider-Man thing. I don't even know how to explain this, and this looks so old, but it's from last Christmas, so it's not old at all. But it's basically a thing that I was supposed to give to my cousins. My mom was, but then she opened it and she was very disappointed. So we're just going to go inside, and I am going to show you what's going on here. So here we have a bunch of, you can see my pajama. Here we have a bunch of Spider-Man stickers that I'm definitely going to use for something in the future. So since my mom knows that I'm a nerd, she was like, okay, this is not good for a Christmas present, so you can keep it. And I was like, yeah. So this is basically more stickers and something like that. And then there was a coloring thing that honestly I lost it. I don't know where he is. And then we have a mask here. Honestly, I don't know who this guy is. So if you know it, let me know down below. And more stickers and I don't know, stuff like that. There were also some magic balls. I don't know what happened to them. Probably my dogs. I also have a Thor there that I was kind of forgetting. So if you go down the shelves where we were, I mean, I already showed you everything, but if we go up, where I forgot, I actually have a mini Thor that is pretty ugly, so it's not that I don't like Thor, but this one looks very ugly, so we're just going to keep it like that. And then right here we have a Spider-Man for the PlayStation 2 game, so this is really cool. This used to be my jam. Like, I used to play with this all the time, and it's really cool. Oh my god, look at Venom. I used to get so scared when Venom came out, but it's a really cool game. The animations are also very cool and very well made for being like a PlayStation 2 game. Don't look at the mess of my Dragon Ball collection, please. And my lighter also, don't look at that. Just, let's focus on Spider-Man, okay? So this is a really cool game, and also Venom is really scary, but I love him. We also have this Hulk movie. This is like a tape, one of those. If you were born in the 90s, you know what I'm talking about. Because in the early, like, 1000, we used to watch things on like cassettes. I don't know if that's how you say it, but this is the Hulk, and this was my favorite Hulk because it was like the new one. It's pretty broken, and I think that it's empty. Yeah, I have no idea where the movie is, but I decided to keep this because this is such a memory. Like, again, Hulk was my hero growing up, so I mean, I really loved him. And this was with this actor, don't remember the name, but of course it's the old version. But it's a really cool movie. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it because it's really cool. And then we have the Invincible Iron Man. It's called Demon in a Bottle, I guess. I haven't read this yet, but it's just an Iron Man comic, but it's made like a book. I don't know how this is called, but the drawings are really cool. And this is in English. I actually got this in London in Forbidden Planet, which is one of my favorite places ever. So if you are in London, or I don't know where else you can find it, probably everywhere, go to Forbidden Planet, because I don't know if it's in the States, so let me know down below definitely. But it's one of those places where you just go in and you get lost. I mean, if you like comics, if you like Funko Pops, if you like action figures, you're definitely going to get lost there because it's like so cool. And then moving on, I'm just going to put this right here. We have these Iron Man notebook. This is just a thing where you can write, and the back is really cool. It just says Marvel Comics. This was super cheap, and it's really cool because it's one of those things that like moves. I mean, see, it changes I mean, because of the perspective. I don't know what I wanted to say, but it's really cool. And I write my YouTube notes in here, so if I like have an idea that, I mean, I don't want to put on my phone for whatever reason, I just prefer sometimes to write them down right here. I just write it, or if I feel like writing something poetical, I just use this one and another notebook that I have that is just black. But I mean, this is more cool, so I just don't want this to get ruined, but it's really cool, guys. Okay guys, so that was it for my Marvel collection, but if you noticed, there was something big and important missing, because I didn't show you my like comics, my Marvel comics, and that's because I want to make like a separate video just about that. So if you were wondering, wow, that was kind of short, I know that my Marvel collection isn't one of the biggest out there, like not even close to that, but it wasn't my goal. When I buy things, my goal is never to have the biggest collection ever, or like to be the nerd that has more stuff. No, I'm not like that. I just buy stuff when I really like them. So I got a bunch of stuff when I lived in London, and I also have, probably I don't have that much about like Marvel because I'm really obsessed with DC also, so I'm like between them. I know that a lot of people are like, no, I prefer Marvel, I prefer DC. I just love them both so much, so I do have a bunch of Batman stuff. I should make a like, let me know down below if you want to see a Batman collection, because I have a bunch of stuff only from Batman, so let me know if you want to see that. So yeah, I know again this isn't one of the biggest, but I still hope you like it, so let me know down below. Also, thank you so much if you are subscribing, and I'm trying to post more here because I mean I do love talking to the camera, so this is the place where I do it, and I also love to share my passions with you guys. Okay guys, so again I want to remind you to follow me on Instagram, maxpiga with 2x, but I'm going to put it right here. that was it. Love you. Bye.
Started with $1 and a dream.